Cody.
What in the world is going on here? Hold on. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition, your halftime edition of the Evolution on Sports Talk Television, live from Fergs. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Best of the Bays, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, and the giant goofball himself, Mr. Andrew Davis, as it has been very disappointing if you're a Bucs fan at this point, because right now the Bucs are losing to the Carolina Panthers 13-10. And you told me something, Andrew, that if you had a better kicker, because Pinero nearly missed that field goal before half, they're up by more. This Bucs team seemingly looks like they're sleepwalking to this game. Somebody needs to wake Todd Bowles up, wake this defense up, wake this offense up, because not only is it cold outside, but Baker Mayfield has been cold today. Your thoughts? Welcome.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ray definitely hit on the head in the pregame show, saying, you know, the Bucs have every position better than the Panthers, including the kicker. Guy misses 2 kicks, barely makes the third at that point. You know, you guys are right now down by a field goal, but let's be honest, if it wasn't for the 2 missed field goals and the touchdown that I'm still going to tell you guys was a touchdown. I know it was close.
Yeah.
That to me was a touchdown. You guys could be getting killed in this game right now. I did not see this coming.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see it coming with this Bucs offense struggling, and it starts always with the quarterback. Baker Mayfield, 7 for 16, 96 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 ill-advised interception, which it's a throw you can't make before the half. You're driving, you can't make that throw, and he makes that throw, Tampa Bay Ray Kennedy. So right now, I mean, the Bucs score early, but ever since then, it's been very disappointing, and Baker Mayfield has not had his best game, that's for sure.
It looks to me like Baker got the guys in the locker room. He's like, hey, guys, let me tell you what happened here 2 years ago. I got called in here when Matt Rule was the coach. Sam Darnold and I were here. I got screwed. I ended up losing my career almost. Went to L.A. and saved it, and came here and resurrected it. I really want to win this game. And all 52 other guys went, all right, let's do this. And he also told them, and by the way, if your assholes are this tight with a piece of coal in it, it'll turn to a diamond by halftime. This team played really, really tight this first half. And Harry the Greek called it in the pregame. He said this first half will be tight. Yeah. I really think your Buccaneers scored 21 points in the second half. I'll be seriously surprised if the Panthers are able to score 6, because we're still winning this game, but we've been beating ourselves. The drop passes, the foul, the penalties. It's been this team. So far, this Buccaneers team's been beating themselves today.
Yeah, you talk about the penalty situation. 5 for 49. I think Graham Barton. It's been a rough day for the rookie. Not only did it start the first of the game, first couple snaps, couple bad snaps there, bad penalty. Trying to get down the field there, that's going to happen, but you got to clean it up. And then also Sterling Shepard, false start there. Why is that a big deal? 5-10 yards that puts you back. Throw to Shepard is not on target there, so you miss out on that. And those are the kind of critical things that teams want to go to the playoffs don't do. And right now, the Bucs look like the Panthers, and the Panthers look like the Bucs. They look like they're in playoff contention. Not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Playoffs.
We're all holding that. Let's go out
want to break out your soliloquy over here.
Well, listen, Bryce Young right now, 15 for 26, 186, Andrew. You kind of have been critical. You said, I don't know if this guy's playing well, but he's shown, gets a touchdown there on the scramble where the Bucs lose containment. What have you seen from Young in this first half?
I mean, he's looked very good, but part of the question comes to me is, does he look good, or does the Bucs defense just look that bad?
Yeah.
Because, again, we talked about the issue of the missed kicks, the touchdown that could have been. I mean, you guys literally could have given him 26 points in the one half of football. That is pathetic. At that point, you have to look and say, yes, the offense is doing things good, but that's the obvious sign of defenses making mistakes.
Well, and let's look at what is Dave Canales doing. He has this Panthers offense and little Bryce Young, little Kyle, little Bryce, attack in the middle. He realizes the Buccaneers middle linebackers were terrible against the pass, were good against the run. So he's attacking that. And also, how the hell does Antoine Winfield get an illegal block penalty when all he's trying to do is avoid the lineman to try to go low on a tackle? So at that point, I'm like, I guess the script here in the NFL script in 2024 calls for the Panthers to win this game. For drama, I get it. It works. Second half, the Buccaneers, don't let the NFL, the officials, don't let this other bullcrap bother you. Go out and play your game and quit playing so tight. Loosen up, guys. You're the best team in the NFC South.
Yeah, come on and act like you want it. Mike Evans, they get on the board early there with a splendid one-handed catch. And then Baker starts to warm up there with 2 straight catches. They got to get Evans involved. I talked about it's not just about the record. It's about the catalyst of your offense. He's the veteran. He's the guy that you got to figure out. Liam Cohen, with all the adulation that we've bestowed upon him, if you will, he's got to do a better job of game planning to get Mike Evans open. Right now, 3 catches, 47 yards, 1 touchdown, but you got to get more from your offense. And then on top of that, the one big key is Bucky Irving, 9 carries for 32 yards. Credit to where credit is due, Andrew. This Carolina Panther team defensively has been able to shut that running game down.
They have, but at the same point, you got to keep on giving him the ball at that point. But you can't do a back-to-back plays. He had the one big run number, and then he got stuffed right after.
13 yards the first down.
You basically try to run the same play back-to-back. You have to have a little more offensive creativity than doing the same exact play back-to-back.
Right.
You guys mentioned Liam as being a guy to be a head coach later on. That's a move you can't make when you're this is your on-screen resume to take over a team next year.
And let's give Canales credit. He's got these Panthers ready to play. I mean, this Panthers team's inspired. They're at home. They got the world against them. They're playing the best team in their division. The team that's won the South for the last 3 years, going for 4 consecutive. Go out there and do your best. So give them credit. Canales had them ready to play. But the second half, Bucs, turn it on like you're supposed to. Quit playing so tight. Play a little bit loose and have a little fun, because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, you're going to get beat in Carolina.
And we're having fun here live at Ferg's. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter, along with Best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, Mr. Andrew Davis, 2 Giant Goofballs podcast. Your key, Tampa Bay, Ray, to that second half for the Bucs to go on to a victory. Well, once again, if you didn't catch the breaking news, the Atlanta Falcons lose to the Chargers, so the door wide open, if you will, for the Bucs to get back into this NFC South race. Tied the Falcons up, but business at hand. What do the Bucs have to do in that second half?
Like Andrew already said, if that Thielen pass, if they'd have called it a touchdown, it wouldn't have been overturned. They called it an incomplete touchdown or incompletion, and it didn't get overturned. It wasn't conclusive. At the end of the day, in the second half, go out there and play your football, but quit being dominated by a team you're much better than, who's playing inspired for Dave Canales, play for Todd Bowles, play to get this dub.
Yeah, and you got to get to the quarterback as well. I think a lot of it. The Bucs defense has to find a way to make Bryce Young less comfortable in the pocket because he's doing what he wants to do. Again, it could have been 26 points in one half of football. Guys, the math's not difficult. 52 points in a game would be ridiculous to give up to a Carolina Panthers.
You're exactly right. You got to finish. Yaya Diaby a couple times there has an opportunity to corral. Bryce Young is not able to make that sack. Elijah Cansey, same thing. And then also you got to do your job. Christian Itzian getting beat by Tommy Treble, the tight end there. You're losing containment, focusing on the quarterback, losing your assignment, and that will make you pay. We always talk about it, gentlemen. You got to do your job, and this Bucs team doesn't do their job, especially defensively. The Panthers will definitely make you pay. Want to go back out to the comments here. Bryce Young looks like an all-pro. Absolutely. Ben says Bucs better wake up. Come on, man. You know I'm right. I've seen enough. This team needs to rebuild next year and fire Bowles and Jason Light. Listen, I'm not ready to say that. I get the negativity. You expected them, but they got a second half of football. You got to play second half of football. Calm down. You know, everything's going to be all right. Still second half of football. It's disappointing that this team has come out there, but that happens in the National Football League. That's why it's not for long,
They're paid. The guys 53 on that sideline are paid just like the 53 on our sideline. Don't be distraught because their 53 showed up first in the first half. In the second half, the Bucs need to lock it down and slap their guys and remind them we've had some unluckiness there in Carolina.
But you also got one of the best offenses in the NFL guys right now in the Bucs offense.
Yes.
If you want to point fingers, point into the defense right now and say, God forbid if this team actually had a defense, how good would they be? That's like, and you have a defensive head coach. That's the thing. If you want to point fingers right now, I'd be pointing them right at Todd Bowles going, wait a minute. We brought you in here because of what you did as a DC for us when we won a Super Bowl. We brought you in because we knew we needed somebody who can control that side of the field. And you know what? He's not controlling
that side of the field.
Not controlling it whatsoever.
I'm looking at the game right now. DJ Hurricane in the back trying to rally the crowd up, all Bucs fans. So tune in to the post-game show. Also issues injury-wise as it's plagued this team throughout. Mike Edwards out of the game now. You got Tavier Thomas in. And then also
is Darrell Revis available? What other former Buccaneer safety or defensive back is available?
He's on Revis Island chilling out his mansion.
Well, and then KJ Britt also was out of this game, although I think a lot of Bucs fans would agree that KJ Britt has been out for the entire season at this point.
Well, and again,
once again, they're wide open. You talk about it, as wide open as the Atlantic Ocean. Teams continue to expose that middle. Todd Bowles, this defensive coaching staff, has to find an answer. And
Servatia Dennis may be your answer for your passing over the middle as far as at the linebacker position. KJ Britt, he struggles against the pass, but he's great against the rush. So far, Tibble Hubbard and the Panthers have not been able to really rush. The Bucs have stopped that, but stopped this short middle passing game because that's what's letting Bryce get young in
the problem is Servatia Dennis is hurt, so you got to go with Russell at this
Bring
point.
in Thunderberg at linebacker.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen at all. All right, we'll continue to read these comments, and then we'll get back to your second half of the game. And as always, guys, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And if this team does what a lot of Bucs fans know, what we know they can do, then everybody else is finished.
But it's a great party out here. A lot of Bucs fans. We're going crazy there in the first half.
Yep.
Let's just get it started in the second half.
Too many offensive penalties, says Ben. Christopher Cole, stop playing soft coverage. Christopher Cole again, gotta play press man. King, that was a touchdown, says King Whitley. Second half, we're going to cook. Sean here, and we're going to the second half. What's up with the soft coverage? We constantly allow easy check down, shake my head.
You got time. You got time. You finish your comments. They're not there yet.
We're not there yet. Let me know. Okay. All right. So you keep track of that. Go Panthers. Keep pounding. We'll see you on the post game. We'll see if you're so brash when the Bucs do defeat them in the second half. Mark it down, my friend. Almost every game we play, we almost make whomever the quarterback is on the other side a Pro Bowl quarterback. Carl, will the real Bucs please stand up in the second half?
Thank you, Carl. Thank you.
I love it. Peter, okay, Bucs Nation, just go off, work. Can someone let me know what is going on? Bucs are losing to the Carolina Panthers 13-10 at halftime there. Jamie says, Britt is trash. Britt, leave the guy wide open. Sean, Bryce is not great.
They were helping. They were helping Bucky to the locker room there after the first half. I think he might be injured. He was limping and had guys helping him.
Well, if he's limping at this point, yes, ma'am, you're live here at Ferg's on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Then Rashad White and, of course, Sean Tucker will play a factor, as Harry the Greek mentioned in the pregame, that maybe that rookie would hit the wall at this point. We're going back to the game here for the great Tampa Bay Ray Kennedy, Giant Goofball, Mr. Andrew Davis. I'm your host, Peter Blake. Enjoy the second half of your game live here. We'll be back.
See you on the post game
for your post game edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television.